Name Recall Program. How to practice and what it takes. Imagine you met 50 people, and 49 of them simply shook your hand. However, one person jumped up and down, howled like a baboon, and ran around you, poking your ribs and shouting, "Ooh, ooh, ooh," very loudly. Which of the people would you remember a week later? Obviously, the obnoxious one. Why? Because there was action, physical interaction, and your emotions came into play. More of your senses were involved. Your brain stored the experience differently than with the other 49. You need to do the same thing to help you remember normal people. You have to make an impression for them, on yourself. You have to make an impression and associate it with that person. When you do, recalling their name and other facts will be simple and much easier. Repetition. If you want to remember people for a long time, then a bit of repetition can go a long way. From time to time, look over your notes and/or pictures of people. Recall the little story you made up and be sure it's anchored to their feature. The following is an example of what we would say while meeting a person, and it's the same little story that we would review later when we're going over our notes. His name is Phil, and I'm filling in his eyebrows with a marker. Organization. Keep an organized file that is cross-referenced for both a person's name and what group they may belong to. For example, all the people in a company you are going to visit. Microsoft Excel can work very well for this. Practice. Until you're fully ready, practice first just looking at people. Start with people you're not actually going to meet and simply choose the feature you would use if you were to meet them. You could sit in an outdoor cafe and do this with 50 to 100 people or more as they walk past. Once you feel competent with choosing features, then have a list of first names ready, both male and female. You can get this from search engines. As the person goes past, choose the feature and then look at your list. Imagine meeting them and making up a story to match their name to their feature. Do this 50 to 100 times or more until you feel competent. You can keep expanding your skills by making up a hobby, profession, hometown, etc. to go with their name. Once you know you can do it, start remembering names first, then add other facts as you can. You'll probably find your progress is very fast. Now you'll be ready to use this in a live conversation.